we are focusing updated functionality. So that updating functionality, whenever I'm going to click, whenever I'm going to click update button, I need to go to the update component. That information I need to fetch here. Now here I need to focus whenever I'm going to click, update button, I need to update all the fields, whatever the changes are we are going to done, that changes I need to reflect. So that is the kind of functionality we are going to focusing. So update method I need to add. So just first you need to understand what it is there in the update student. So update student level, I'm added additionally fields I'm added. See this one, I'm going to explain one time. This one you need to understand this one. Here we are going to define update student level. One student initially I'm going to use in the null, initializing null. This ID is used param through we are getting. This name and course information also I'm going to provide it. This is the console level ID is getting or not checking purpose I'm using. Based on that ID, I'm getting the data. That is the object we are getting. But I'm going to set the values where name and course level also. Why? Because those fields are I'm going to accessing here. ID value, name value, course value, we are going to access in the input box. Okay, that is the purpose I'm going to using that one. Now, here I need to concentrating button, update button. So whenever I'm going to click this one, it is going to get all the values. Here I'm going to changing name. If I'm going to change the name, this name value I need to update whenever I'm going to click this one. So just I'm added the button only. I'm not at all written any kind of a method. Now I'm going to adding the method. Here just we are going to declare the button. Button name is update and bootstrap class only. We are going to provide it. Now I need to write the one event, on click event I need to provide here. On click I'm going to providing here. I need to provide the method name is handle update method. I'm going to define this method. I need to return where I need to return this one on top of the return statement level we are going to write it. Okay, so go to that one. Here we need to provide this one. How to provide this one? Constant handle update equal to array type of function I'm going to define. Right here I need to use first of all that array level, that student level, whatever the properties are there, that update student level information I need to set in the student, and through the service object I'm going to updating. Okay, so that is the purpose I need to write here. First of all, service also. Service level update method is required or not. Otherwise, how we are going to updating? So here we need to write update method. Here first what is required? Update method is required. Without update method, we cannot able to call the service level method, right? So that is the reason I need to write here update method, and we are going to uh, providing ID and we are going to providing ID and object I'm going to providing. So here I need to provide update student. This is the way I need to define return axios dot put method we need to use Here I need to specify what? URL. I need to specify URL. I need to provide this kind of way. Just I'm going to copy up to this is I need to copy this one and I need to provide here. After that, comma, we need to use here ID comma student. So here I need to provide the student. So this is the way we need to define the service level method. This service method update student level I'm going to call it. Okay. So please concentrate. Previous session level we have created student service. That student service level first time added the update student method service method. After that my update student component level added the button. That button is on click event handle update kind of method. This method functionality we are going to focusing right now. Here I am going to using constant update student equal to I need to use here flower bracket whatever the student object is that object level properties and name properties and course whatever the changes we are done that information I need to get and store here. This is the updated object. Based on that ID, based on this updated object, I need to update in the backend. For that purpose, student service dot update student. Okay, update student level ID. I need to pass object update student object. I'm going to pass it. Okay, so this is the way we are going to providing. After that, then we are going to get the some response. That response I'm going to consoling here console dot log response dot data whatever it is there that one I'm going to consoling. Once it is done I need to navigate it to the list. So that is the purpose what is required after updating I need to go to the list, right? So that is the purpose here constant navigator equal to use navigate. So this is the one I'm using. With the help of this one, after updating, I need to go to the my list component. Okay. So that is the purpose. That is the purpose here. Navigator. Here I need to provide the routing level list we are going to provide it. So where it is available that information, go to the nav bar. Here list component is there. So that one I'm going to using here. We need to check. We need to check whether it is working fine or not. Okay. Go to here. I'm going to click this one update. Click go to here. That information we are getting fine. Now I need to change the name is Chandra and click update. Yes, it is updated. Okay, now I need to change this one to again click this one. Yes, we are getting the data. Here I need to provide what? Viva and click update. Yes, it is updated. So that means perfectly it is working fine. Now I'm going to explaining perfectly one more time. Sir, previous application extension only this one. So previous application level, first today what we are doing, step one, go to workspace and open the project into VS Code. Okay, I'm opening the React Axios command prompt level. I'm using code space dot and open that project. After that, step number two, add update student service method where SRC level services level we are using student service level we are added the method for our reference I'm going to providing that one. This is the one, last one. This is the one only, even though I'm going to copy paste the entire thing. Copy paste entire thing. Okay. So this is the one we are done. After that, step number 3, modify update component. Update student component. Modify the update student component where it is available. src components within that update student.js. Okay, so here I'm going to copy paste and explain the line by line update student component. I'm going to copy paste and I'm going to explaining line by line so that you people are understanding. Okay, if any kind of doubt is there, each and every line level you can read the question. Here what I'm doing here, import statement first. So this is the use effective use state to React library. That is the purpose. What is the purpose of use navigate? Use param. Use param is URL level ID value capturing purpose. Use navigate is navigating update component to list component. That is the purpose imported. What is the purpose of student service? Service method we need to call. That is the purpose. Okay, understood? Next here variable declaration. Here I'm going to define the student object empty right now. That reason I'm passing the null, initialize it to null. Okay. This is the param through I'm getting the ID. Param through I'm getting the ID value. So next one is what we need to set the name and course, right? So that is the purpose. I'm going to provide the name and course. These values, whatever the modifications we are done in the input box, those values I need to get and store in this particular property level. This is the navigating purpose I'm going to initializing. Whenever I'm going to loaded my update student component, I need to execute what? Use effect. Use effect. Here added ID dependency to the use effect. Based on that ID, I need to perform this one. That is the reason dependency here. I'm going to add it the ID. Here, whether this ID is getting or not checking purpose, console.log I'm using. Okay. After that, I'm going to using here based on this ID, whatever the student record is there, that record I'm going to fetch it. So that is the purpose. I'm using student service dot get student by ID. I'm going to get the response. That response, what kind of response we are getting, we are checking purpose, console.log I'm using. Perfectly, that entire student object we are getting. That student object I'm going to set into the where set student through. I'm going to set that one. That means this is the object level we are going to storing whatever the data we are getting. At the same time, here name level, course level also, name and course level also, whatever the values we are getting, that values we are going to assign. That is the functionality we are done. Okay. Next step is we are going to, if it is not a student, it is not able to get the response, return loading kind of message we are going to showing. If it in case it is taking any kind of time, we are going to see this kind of message. Otherwise, normally it is going to get the student object. That student object, here what I'm doing, decoration part, code I'm using. This is the heading purpose. Okay. This is the code body level. We are going to using the ID division here. Here value is ID I'm going to provide it. This ID value I am not changing. That is a disabled I'm going to provide it. Whenever I'm going to provide the disable, we cannot able to modify that one. We cannot able to modify. See this one. This is the disabled. Okay. ID we are not modifying. That is the reason disable I'm going to provide it. Next one is what? Next one is what? Here we are going to provide it another kind of division. This division level, what I'm doing here, I'm going to using the name. Already name property level it is there now, that one only. But if you want to change any kind of name, you can use the set on change event level set name I'm using and changing this one. This is the local property. Okay, local state, that one. So Again, here also what I'm using course. Once it is finishing, we are fetching and we are going to provide the on change event also. Next one is what? Final update button. Whenever I'm going to click this one, backend, I need to update. So that is the purpose. Handle update I'm going to provide it. This handle update where we are going to writing about return statement. This is the one. This is the method. Okay. Here constant handle update we are using. Here what I'm doing, I'm using the spread operator. This kind of representation is spread operator. This student object level ID, name, course, information is right. That information and along with the updated name and course information, we are going to store into the update student object level. This is the update student object is the empty. Let us assume that object level, whatever the student object based on ID we are going to fetching, that ID name, course information, it is available in the student object level. Based on that ID here we are going to using right ID based we are using and we are going to set the student right. That means the student level it is there. That information level what it is there. ID is there, name is there, course is there. Except ID, name and course values I'm going to replacing with the help of these values. Whatever the input box level we are going to provide the changes, that changes are coming to here and we are going to get the updated information. That information based update student object is created. Now this update object I need to send to the backend. That is the purpose student service dot update student ID we are passing and we are going to pass in the update student object. The response I'm going to console that one. Even whether it is successful, then what it is happening, it is redirected to the list so that we are going to see immediately updated or not. That is the purpose navigator I'm using. This is the way updated functionality we are going to provide it. Understood? Yesterday, yesterday one of the person is asking, sir, if I'm going to delete any kind of one, ID is automatically I need to update. That is the cases level. If you want to do updated kind of one index value into display instead of student ID, list level, whatever the list is there, that list level, backend is people are going to take care that one. Backend people are going to take care that one. In case if you want to provide instead of using this student ID, you can provide index value so that automatically it is going to updating or not, we need to check. Okay, I'm going to provide the index value. Now index is 0 1 or 2 like that, but ID based we are going to deleting functionalities and all we are going to provide it right. If I'm going to delete this one, based on that ID only it is going to delete it, right? We are not providing the index based. So your method also, delete method level also based on index only, we need to delete that kind of functionality you need to modify. So if I'm using here index, if I'm going to providing any kind of delete functionality based on the ID, I'm going to provide it, not for the index. If I'm using index, something is deleted also automatically update the index, right? So yesterday question, one answer is front end level. Instead of going to pass in the ID, if you are going to pass in the index value, even it is going to delete it also, it is going to updating. Okay, we need to check. Go to here. I'm going to providing here one more. One more I'm going to providing. Let us assume this is the 3. Here is I'm going to providing here Charan and I'm going to providing here Vue.js and click create. Yes, it is added, right? Now indexes are okay. Now I'm going to delete this Shiva. Okay, I need to click this delete. What happened? If I'm going to delete it, 0 1 0 1. Problem solved or not? Yesterday question. Yesterday question is if I'm going to delete it, I need to see this is the order, right? Order, right? People are understood. I'm going to adding again. Here, whatever the data is there, you can go to here db.json file, backend level. What is their backend level data is what? 1, 3 is there, right? Here ID is different, but internally IDs are different values, but here it is showing what? List index values. So now I'm going to add in the 2. I'm going to add in the 2 and I'm going to provide the Shiva and I'm going to provide in here core Java and click create. Now we are getting here, right? Suppose if I'm going to delete now Sharon, I'm going to delete it. Click this one, click delete. It just automatic index is getting perfectly right. So that is the yesterday question. So front end level, this is the way we are going to do, but back end level is ID is it is going to maintain like this only. Okay, understood? So yesterday question solution, this is the way we are going to provide it.